What's up, y'all? Today we talking about my dating life as a Christian man. That's right. My dating life as a Christian man. I'm gonna let y'all into my life a little bit, man. Do y'all want to know about this? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to know about this, because sometimes I don't talk about this. I might talk about it personally with family, with friends, but I don't really talk about it that much. I know y'all know certain things about me and the principles I live by and the certain things that I might teach, right? But I'm about to be open right now. I'm about to be vulnerable, y'all. Don't be over here judging anything that I do. A lot of things that I do, I try to make it that way so that it comes from a godly standpoint, right? The way that I do things is not worldly. And it's gonna seem kind of foreign to y'all, but it's also going to seem foreign to the world, the way that I do things. I want y'all to understand, okay? Please hear what I got to say. Listen and think about the type of person that I am and why I'm this way, okay? Please, I'm going to tell you, I'm not doing things the worldly way. I'm not, right? So, my dating life as a Christian man. So let me tell y'all the way that I do things, right? The way that I do things is I start everything off with friendship. Now, matter of fact, let's talk about my life right now. Then I'm gonna bring this stuff up, okay? I'm gonna bring this stuff up, but we're gonna talk about my life because that's what this is. All right. So my dating life as a Christian man. I don't got one. To keep it real, I don't got a dating life. I don't live that dating life type per se, right? I don't do the dating thing like the world. That's just me, right? Like, you know how the world says, well, you should date and then you'll figure this out and you should just date people and you should just date people. Nah, for one, that's not God's way. Two, the enemy could catch you slipping so many ways, right? Hear me out. Listen, y'all. We gotta understand, for one, I know how the mind works. I know how the enemy works. I don't walk this life nowadays thinking that the enemy not here. I think a lot of us get that confused. We forget that the enemy's still here. We forget that Satan is trying to manipulate us. He's trying to trick us. He's trying to do all of these things. The world's way of things is his trickery. It's his trickery. He wants it to seem as a good thing, right? And I know y'all might say, well, dating is not godly. Well, courting ain't in the Bible either. All that dating, courting stuff to me is kind of the same. It's literally what you want it to be. I'm okay with the dating word or the courting word. You could say it is whatever it is, right? It don't matter to me. It is whatever it is. I think doing things God's way, right? And godly has to do with your ethics. It has to do with your integrity. It has to do with how you do things, not just a specific word and a specific process that somebody came up with, right? Obviously, you need to look in the Bible. You need to understand things on a godly perspective from God's way of doing things, from your heart and in an integral way and characteristically way of Christ, right? You have to do things with your heart right. You have to do things in a way that is right in God's eyes, right? I don't believe in dating multiple people. I do not believe in going on dates with multiple people. I don't think that that's wise for a man to do. I don't think that that's wise for a woman to do. I don't think that is wise to consistently spend your money on people. That's not wise. That's not wise at all. Two, it's not wise to consistently be connected to multiple people so much, because that creates strongholds, that creates attachments, that creates so many things, y'all. Y'all understand? That could create a stronghold just because you consistently texting someone. So now there's an emotional attachment to this person, right? And if this person, let's just say this person is not a godly person and they're not abstaining and they're doing everything that you shouldn't be doing, but you're still giving them some type of chance. Do you not know that their way of life, the things that they're doing, can creep up in your mind? Here's another thing. Do you not know consistently texting multiple people who give you certain things can affect your mind and cause you to do things or pull on you? It can be temptation, right? So if I'm texting one girl and she flirting with me, then I'm texting another girl and she's this way. I'm texting this girl and she's that way. Guess what my mind is getting used to? My mind is being programmed, for one, to talk to multiple people. Literally, my mind is being programmed to talk to multiple people. Rather than one, it's programming me to talk to and go out with multiple people. So if I consistently keep going out with people, it's going to program in my mind. And y'all might say, well, I got self-control. No, no, no. You are not smarter than your brain. If you are smarter than your brain, then you have to do things that discipline your mind against the norm. Because when you repeat something over and over, your mind starts to program to that. You feel me? So if you start talking to one person and going out with only one person rather than multiple people, your brain is going to start to program. You can't say that you have self-control. That is a fruit of the spirit. It does not come from you. It comes from God. And the enemy will come up and catch you slipping. And he will use these things to catch you slipping, right? So with me, I can't go out with multiple women, y'all. I can't date multiple women, y'all. For one, I don't want multiple women to like me. I don't want multiple women to have an attachment to me. And I don't want to start feeling certain things with these women. My life in the past used to be, let me talk to multiple women. I'm texting, I'm talking, I'm seeing multiple women. I'm having sex with multiple women. They creating attachments. All of these things. It's too much. And it's an issue. With God, you got to focus. See, with the world, it's everything all over the place. With God, let's bring it back. Let's focus. Let's put some discipline on this. Let's focus, right? So you're able to be stronger. So this is what I do. My dating life is like not really a dating life. With me, right now, and let me tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna let y'all know. I wasn't on no dating apps. Well, I was, but I wasn't on the dating app. And one reason why I wasn't is because it's stressful messaging multiple people. Now, my friend had told me that they got on the dating app again. So I was like, let me just try it again, whatever. Got on it. Too many people. It's stressing me out. I can't talk to multiple people. Like, that's too much. Now, I'm going to keep it real because some of y'all might say, well, Rudy, you're not married yet. So the reason why I'm not married, and I'm going to keep it real, is because I really, truly want a godly wife. When I say godly, I mean godly. I mean a woman who really wants to walk this thing out. Not a woman that goes to church and then goes to the club. Not a woman who reads her Bible but then treats people wrong. Not a woman that just says she's a church person and she do all of this and she know how to do all of these things, but when you lead a church, she don't know how to do none of these things. She don't know how to be loving and kind and sacrificial. She don't know how to apologize to people. Like, she's not dying. I want a woman that's dying to herself. I want a woman who literally wants to live a godly life, right? Who wants me to lead her and help her whatever she needs help with and lead her and how I need to lead her when it comes to God. And I want her to be a godly wife. Now, obviously, she don't got to be perfect and she don't got to be where I am. But she needs to have a strong desire to follow God, not just go to church, not just read her Bible, not just go to Bible studies and conferences, but literally live her life and want to be holy and separated and apart from the world. Yes, we are in the world. We are not of the world. And that's exactly what I want. And I want a woman that's going to help me lead her in the way of living a godly life, not one that's going to fight me. You understand? Here's another thing. My dating life is very hard because of school and everything else. So it's hard for me to see women. It's hard for me to do things. So that's why I'm still single right now. But trust, like I told y'all before, even though I am single, that don't mean I gotta be single. Even though I am single, that don't mean that I don't have a choice to try to be with someone right now or get married. It's just that with me, This is what I do. And I also want to start with a friendship. This is why I do things, y'all. So I take my time if I am speaking to someone, not dating people, but if I am speaking to someone, then I want to take my time. We're going to grow a friendship, y'all. And the reason why I say that, and a lot of people might be like, well, friendship, Rudy, well, no, friendship is whatever you think it is. That's why you thinking like that when I say friendship. That's not the point. The point of friendship is to have a true friendship. It's all romantic. All that stuff is going out the window with me. With me, it's different because my emotions is not like that. I can't even grow an emotion for someone like that unless I truly know this woman follows God. Like, I won't even be romantically interested in a woman unless I know she followed God. And like I said, that don't mean she at church falling all over the place, crying on the floor because she know how to worship and pray. That don't mean you follow God. That does not mean you follow God. I got to literally see that you are choosing God, that you love God over yourself, that you are being selfless and being caring to others, that you want to be a servant, that you want to live a righteous life, and that you're allowing me to lead you in that area, right? I got to literally see that, and it takes time. I don't move off my emotions. I'm not moving. Now, some people might say, and some people have, because I have friends that be joking with me. They be like, well, Rudy, you don't take nobody out. I don't. I'm not taking nobody out because I'm a wait. And a lot of my waiting doesn't have to do with me. It's because I want to be integral to God, right? I want God to know that I'm not out here just trying to do anything and everything with a woman like I used to do. So I want to take my time. I want that woman to know that I want us to grow a friendship. I want us to learn each other. I want her to see that I'm not out here to just get anything from her. I also want to see how she is. I want to see if she's godly. I want her to see if I'm godly. And I want her to see that I'm not trying to do anything towards her. I want her to see the genuineness inside of me. I want her to see integral. I want her to see that I'm also trying to protect her even from myself. I'm not trying to cause her to sin. I'm not trying to cause her to be tempted. All of these things I'm not trying to do. I want the friendship, and I want her to see that. I want her to see if I really follow God. I want her to see if I really follow God and not me just tell her that I follow God. And I want to see if she truly follows God and not just me thinking and feeling a way towards her. Like, I want a choice and an option. I want her to have an option, and I want her to be able to choose based on her knowing, right, in her mind, if I am a godly man. I don't got to try to prove I'm a godly man. It's can you see it? Because Jesus didn't prove that he was the Messiah. Jesus didn't tell everybody that he was the Messiah. He wanted to see if they knew who he was, if they could see who he was. And those who could not see who he was, he could tell that they didn't know the Father. This is why Jesus would say, you don't know me because you don't know the Father. You say you know the Father, but if you knew the Father, you would know me. But your father is Moses. But your father is the devil. Obviously, he wasn't saying Moses is the devil. What he's trying to say when he says that your father is Moses, he's trying to say that your father is the law, because Moses represents bringing the law, right? So he's trying to say, like, you love the law. You don't love God, because if you knew God, you would know me. So if I'm consistently walking this out and trying to be godly in the best way, can she see God in me? You understand? And can I see God in her? Can we literally walk this thing out in a friendship without romance? Because all that romance stuff going to do is it's going to cloud your judgment because it's emotion. All that's going to do is cause a temptation. It can cause temptation. It can cause us to not think godly, right? It could cause us to come off the path or the field because now all you want is a marriage. No. We don't idolize marriage. We put God first. So I want to see, can this be a godly relationship when it's not a relationship? You understand? And trust when I tell y'all, when I do things like this, I'm not over here flirting with this girl. I'm not over here telling her all this nonsense. I'm not over here manipulating her. I'm not doing none of that. To the point where A woman is going to try to figure out if I like her or not. But like I tell y'all, because I'm honest and transparent, I tell her if I like her or not. And I'm going to tell her the truth if it's that or not. But I'm going to also tell her the truth, like, my emotions don't move like that. My emotions don't go off of like what I think you are. My emotions, I start to feel something for somebody when I truly see that they want to follow God. Like, I will not really like this girl like that on a romantic sense if I don't see that she follow God. Like, I gotta see that she got a good heart. I gotta see that she has a servant's heart. I gotta see that she thinks and she forgives others and she wants to sacrifice herself and love others. Like, she's thinking about others, even her enemies. Like, a woman that sees somebody that treats her wrong and says something like that, but then Christ is on her mind and she's like, no, I know that they might be going through something, so I understand. What? That's a godly trait. That is Christ all day. I love that. But can I see that? Or can I see her saying that she deserves something and treating this person back wrong? And yes, I can help her in that. And I can also see if she has conviction, because that's what I'm looking for too. I'm looking for conviction. But this is my dating life, y'all. And some people laugh, my friends laugh at me and all of that, because they be like, Rudy, you don't take nobody out. You don't do nothing, this and that and this. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't got to worry about me lying to nobody. You ain't got to worry about me manipulating nobody. You ain't got to worry about me having sex. Can't nobody say I'm lying to anybody. Can't nobody say that I'm manipulating them. Can't nobody say I'm playing with them. Can't nobody say that I'm having sex with nobody. Can't nobody say any of these things about me. Nobody, not one. Not a person in this earth right now could ever say that. Not any girl I ever spoke to in these last few years could ever say that. There's a reason behind that. It's because of the way that I do things. But if I was to move a little fast, if I was to go out on dates and all of this, how many girls might think that I like them? And some people might say, well, they thinking it. No. You also got to think about what you're doing that's causing somebody to think something. So I don't even want to cause you to think that. I don't even want you thinking this. Because it's not even about you. It's about me being integral to God. Because I gotta answer to him. Right? I don't want her thinking that I'm flirting with her. I don't want her to think that, oh, he might like me. I don't want her to think he was trying to have sex with me. I don't want her to think that I wanted to touch her. I don't want her to think any of this stuff. I don't want it to be in her mind. And I don't want her to try to cause me to do any of that. I don't want her to be temptation to me. Can a person say, not one person can say that I'm doing these things to nobody? You know why? Because I'm not. And it's because of the way that I move. I gotta be integral, y'all. It's integrity over everything. It's my relationship with God that comes first. So this is why I do what I do. And this is my dating life as a Christian man, which is really not a dating life, but this is how I do things while I'm waiting. And I know some might say, well, Rudy, you gotta do something. Trust. I know what I'm doing. I definitely know what I'm doing. And I know how God is, and I know what God will do. I don't have to be like how other men are. I don't have to be a Christian man taking multiple women out on dates. I don't have to be flirting with women. I don't have to be doing none of those things. And I don't encourage you to do it either. Now, if you want to, then you're going to see the fruit of that. And the fruit ain't always good, right? So this is my life, y'all. This is what I do. I know y'all wanted to get into my life. I know y'all want to know things that I do, but this is what I'm doing, y'all. This is how I do things. This is how I move. I'm just communicating. If I communicate with somebody, I'm not saying too much to them. I'm not telling girls like, oh, you look good. I'm not even saying that. If I tell a girl anything like that, I'll say, you look nice today. Because I know certain things could be fleshy and lustful. It could creep up in her mind and cause her to feel away or think away. I'm not even talking like that. I'm not acting like that. I'm not doing none of that. Even in a text message, you won't get that from me. You feel me? Now, if I do flirt, that might be when I start really liking you. But the flirt gonna be a dry flirt. It's gonna be a dry flirt. It ain't gonna be too much. Like she not even. I even had a girl that I was really talking to a while back, right? Or yeah, I was talking to somebody that I really liked, and I thought I flirted a little bit, and she was like, "Oh, you flirt?" I was like, "I thought I did," and she was like, "That ain't no flirt." I'm like, "Well, I'm glad she thinking like that though. I'm glad she don't think it's a flirt." But to me, I thought it was. I was just saying something regular, but I tried to put just a little bit of umph in it, and she said that was nothing. So thank God, right? Because I don't talk to her no more anyway. But hey, y'all, this is my dating life. I move cautious out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a player, man. I can't do that nonsense no more, man. It's about integrity and it's about God. You got to think about others rather than just yourself. And you got to think about God and how God thinks of things and sees things. That's how I try to move out here. So I pray God bless me with a wife soon because I want one. But, you know, until then, man, I'm doing what I'm doing, man. And it's God all day, all right? I love y'all. And I hope y'all like this video, man. Don't be judging me. Like I said, can't nobody say that I'm lying to anybody. Can't nobody say that I'm manipulating anybody. Can't nobody say I'm trying to have sex with nobody. Can't nobody say I'm out here flirting and treating girls no type of way. Can't nobody put that on my name. My hands is clean. Ain't no bloodshed on me. That's a fact, all right? I love y'all. I thank y'all for watching. Please, if you can, like this video. Subscribe if you are not subscribed and share it, man, so this stuff can get out to the people, okay? I love y'all. I'm going to get at y'all when I get at y'all.